Good evening. How are you? Welcome to my channel. This is Lois, and today I want to give you a real life experience. And I want to ask you a question. Would you go abroad to do manual work? You know, when people are back there, when people don't know exactly how things are on the ground. I know people say, oh, people go abroad to clean roads, to be janitors, to flip baggers. People say a lot of stuff, and there's nothing wrong about doing that because you are doing an honest job. And I remember when I was in college, my lecturer once said, what is job satisfaction? How do you rate job satisfaction? And he said, would you rather be a janitor and earn $10,000 a month, or would you rather be a CEO and earn $1,000 a month? So that was debatable. Okay, we never got to a consensus because job satisfaction is different for different people. And yes, so the question was, would you go abroad to do manual work? I did. I did house cleaning, and this is my real life story. When I got here, I had come from a background of white collar jobs. I worked with the government. I was a PA to CEOs. I was always a PA to CEOs. I worked in banks. I had a good career history. Right? I was always in boardrooms. I loved that kind of life. Always in boardrooms, traveling, around CEOs, around decision makers, around, ministers, stuff like that. So it was good. I loved that. And then I came here, and when I landed, I was like, oops, I am in unfamiliar territory. I don't have a CEO around here. I don't know what to do. I don't know where to start. And I have a big accent. So I didn't know where to start. And I got a little intimidated. And then I remembered, you know what? I want to do it here, but where do I start? So I started looking for work. I was looking for customer service work. And everywhere I went, they were asking me for Canadian experience. Canadian experience, you ask? How did I gain Canadian experience while I just landed in this country? Okay? So I sought a job at a store. And because I wanted Canadian experience, I got a job, and I was reporting at a certain time and leaving work at a certain time. Okay? And then I realized, what is my dream? What is my goal? And this is where I tell people, have a strategy. I remembered who I was. I remembered what I wanted. I wanted to go back to that PA job, I wanted to be in boardrooms. I wanted that white collar job. Okay? Yes. So I quickly realized that in order to get what I want, I have to make some very uncomfortable decision. And I had to make myself very, very, very uncomfortable. Because when I'm working at a store, I realized that at a store, you don't have access to your phone. You don't have access to a computer. You cannot be applying for jobs. You cannot be seen on the phone. You cannot be looking for work. You better be paying attention. Okay? You better be paying attention to your job. So that limits your capability to look for work outside of that job. So you can only look for work out in the evening. You can't attend interviews. You can't pick up calls. You cannot be able to actively look for what you want. So it's very easy to get stuck in that kind of a job, yet you are earning minimum wage. So I decided I will make myself uncomfortable. How do I make myself uncomfortable? I decided to do casual work. And casual work, I decided to look for work as a house cleaner. Why did I do that? First, these casual jobs pay better than the minimum job you get at the store. The stores mostly, we leave that for our children to work there, high school kids who are working part-time. So I decided to do something that was casual, that was physical, that was manual, and it was paying better. because you get paid maybe by the house, and I was hired by someone. The good thing is I have access to my phone. I can just say I'm not coming to work tomorrow because I'm attending an interview. I'm not going to be jeopardizing too much. So I was able now to focus on my job. And houses I cleaned for 3 months. I never told people what I was doing, but that is what some of us have to do, because you know what? I have my eye on the goal. I was so determined to get back to the office, to get back to the boardroom. So I decided I will clean the houses while I am looking for a job. And jobs I looked for like my life depended on it, because yes, my life depended on that. And I applied. I did phone interviews. I did a few physical interviews, and then I was able even to go do networking. I was able to attend job fairs, right? And in that time, I got to learn so much, because then I had the flexibility. It doesn't pay much, right? But I had the flexibility and I had the drive. And because of the discomfort, let me tell you what discomfort does to you. Discomfort gives you some anger and some energy. I was high on adrenaline. I knew what I wanted and I was uncomfortable cleaning homes. So I had to do the extraordinary. I looked and I looked because I knew what I wanted. And I got that job. I got that CEO assistant job. And it was wonderful, because now I got the job I wanted. I got the job of my dreams. But how did I get there? I had to make myself a little uncomfortable, simply because I didn't know anybody here. I didn't know bosses here. I didn't know anybody in the ministry of whichever, So I had to do it. And because I was uncomfortable doing what I was doing, then I was able to go get myself comfortable by getting on my dream job. Okay, so it's not easy. And I tell people every time, if you're here, maybe you came here as a visitor and you're looking to change your status, bring money. If you're looking to change your status, maybe by looking for a job or doing whatever you want to do, bring money that you can survive on for a while before you figure it out. If you don't have money, even if you're coming here as a permanent resident, that's why they ask you for the finances. Bring some money that can run you for about 6 months. What that does, because you already have money, then you don't have to get on the next immediately available job that you could get stuck at. Then you can be able to take up casual jobs here and there if you feel like doing them. I chose to do that. You don't have to do it. You can even volunteer somewhere, but you want the flexibility. You don't want to come here and be held immediately captive by something that you cannot even look for what you want, because that is going to make you a very frustrated person in no time. Okay? Yes, if you find yourself, you came here, you're an engineer, and you cannot even look for the job that you're looking for because you are already stuck at a store job as a cashier and you don't have time to look for that job, you will be very, very frustrated. I have seen a lot of people who come here, highly skilled people, they are already stuck at store jobs, at 7-Eleven. Why? Because those kind of jobs hold you. They take up all your day. You cannot even leave. You can't get permission. It's like you're not even allowed to get sick. Come on, you're going to lose that job. So bring some money and do whatever. You may take up a casual job if you feel like. If you don't feel like, doesn't matter. Yeah, because then you're going to have time to look for what you want. Okay, that is my personal story. That is my personal story, and I'll tell you more about how I did my interview and how I landed that job. Okay, keep it here, subscribe to my channel, and thank you so much for your support. See you at my next video. Bye.